Everybody, what's going on, guys? Let me pin this comment so you know what we are talking about today. I am super excited. What's going on? So I am currently live in a few places. So if y'all see me looking every type of which way, that's because I'm live in a few places. So let me raise my volume up. What's going on, Mika? What's going on, everybody? Let me get prepared for y'all. Of course, I have some notes today, okay? But first and foremost, I'm just so excited that I'm back on live talking to adults, okay? If y'all don't know, y'all know I'm a new parent. I'm a new mother. My baby is 9 months old. If you hear him in the background, so be it, okay? But I'm so excited about being in front of you all, letting y'all know what's going on. I want to, the purpose of this live stream is to answer you all's questions about Tax Boss Academy Digital, okay? But give me 1 second and y'all share this live if you know anyone who wants to become a tax preparer or wants to enter into the tax industry, who wants to elevate their existing tax business, go ahead and share this live now. And we're going to go ahead and get started now. I will be saving this live. It will live on my feed. If this is IG and then Facebook, it will be, I guess, on my feed, you know. So welcome, everybody. For those of you all who do not know me, my name is Tatiani Favors, your tax business coach. And I am here to discuss Tax Boss Academy Digital. Okay, Tax Boss Academy Digital, which is my online trade school for tax professionals who want to start, build, and scale a profitable and sustainable tax business. Okay, and like I said, this live will be saved. So if you do not see it from the beginning, if you come in toward the end or whatnot, just hashtag replay as you are watching it. For those of you all who are live, if you have any questions, definitely go ahead and answer and put your questions in the chat. Facebook, I think I will be able to see your questions. You just comment them, but we'll see as time goes on, okay? We'll see as time goes on. So let's go ahead and get started. Y'all, okay, y'all know that enrollment for Tax Boss Academy Digital is officially open. I made the public announcement on Monday, okay? And every year around April actually is when I open Tax Boss Academy. And so I really want to tell you a little background. I've never publicly told y'all how I created Tax Boss Academy. But even before then, because I just like to just get up here and just talk to y'all like immediately. So for those of you all, I feel like all of y'all know who I am. But for those of you all who don't know me, like I said, I'm Tatiani Favors. I've been in the taxation industry for 19 years. This is my 19th tax season that we just experienced. And for the first 10 or 11 years, I was working inside of my business. I had a tax and accounting business, and I was the person who did everything. I did the taxes, the accounting, the bookkeeping, all of that. I do have my degree, my bachelor's degree in accounting from the real HU, Hampton University. Whoop, whoop. Onyx 7, if you know, you know. But for the last 8 years, I have been what you all know as a business coach, a tax business coach. So I have been leading people and helping them start and grow successful and profitable tax businesses. And I continue to do that. So I know a lot about a lot, and I'm not bashful or afraid to let you all know that, because it's so much information out here, but it's so much false information out here. And I just do my part to be obedient, to show you all the real way, the way that you can actually be in business with principalities of morality, morals, there we go, and also make a pretty good coin, you dig? So I created Tax Boss Academy in 2021, and actually it was an elevation. Okay, it was an elevation of what I had been doing over the years. And like I said, I've never told this story publicly before, and so I really want y'all to understand like how Tax Boss Academy even came about. And so way back in 2015, I believe, my business partner and I, we had what y'all consider a service bureau, which y'all know as service bureaus. We ran something similar to that, but we called it our partner program under my old business, Thrive Tax Systems, right? Thrive Tax Systems. And we had partners in multiple states. We had multiple locations or whatnot. And I was aware that, okay, this is a mutually beneficial situation, because these partners, if they don't perform, we don't get paid. We got a percentage off of each of their tax return. Again, this was like 2014, 15-ish. And so I realized that, okay, 100% of zero is zero. Okay, so these people have got to be trained on more than just tax preparation. I learned that after year one. Okay, I'm like, okay, they have to be taught on other aspects of business so they can actually go out and get clients, so they can actually retain clients, so they can really know how to run the business, so we all can benefit from all of this efforts. So I began to teach them weekly. I used to have weekly meetings, and I would literally teach them not only tax preparation, but how to run their business, different aspects of business running that I've learned up until that point, just teaching them the game. I did that for 2 years, like just literally every week, teaching, coming, and all of that. So after 2 years, I'm like, this not it. Like, this is not how I imagined my time as an entrepreneur. Like, this is in the way. I have other things to do. So I decided to start recording the sessions that I was teaching them. So then after I taught them and recorded enough, the next year, my solution was just go ahead and watch these videos, and we'll still have our weekly meetings. But instead of teaching and answering your questions, now I'll just answer your questions because I've already taught you what you need to know, right? So did that. And as time progressed, I saw that they needed to learn more. So I started adding more to the recordings, teaching on more topics. Then, they had everything, and some of them still wasn't performing. So then I realized there's a whole mindset piece. They weren't confident. They didn't have those skills to promote their business, that confidence that they need. So boom, I have to teach on mindset, to get them to that place to where they can stand in front of people or promote their business confidently and all the things, right? So then there's where the mindset piece came into. And so slowly but surely, like, we really started to get results. The recordings were, they weren't like super janky, but they weren't what they are now. Okay, let's just say that. And so those recordings were for our partners. They were an internal thing. But as time went on, I was like, you know what? This is such good information that even if people don't partner with us, they should still know this information, because this is how you do it. Like, this is how you do it right. And people are getting results. So then I started to sell this course. I repackaged it, and it was a course. And this was the time where courses were kind of booming. And I'm like, oh, I think I have a course. I think that's what all of these recordings are. And so I put them together. I coursed them up. And I started to sell the course to to anyone, not only just to the people who were in our, not only to our partners. And so that eventually elevated into Tax Boss Academy. And in 2021, I opened my online trade school, Tax Boss Academy. And it, like I said, it is for tax professionals who want to start, build, and scale profitable and sustainable tax businesses, okay? Not just learn tax preparation, but actually start and scale their business. that just so happens to be in the taxation industry. Okay. And so it is a full school, Tax Boss Academy. And along my journey of not only being a tax preparer and going through the things and going through the failures and all of that, but also being a coach and seeing the similarities of other people's stories that I had experienced, I acknowledge that 3 phases to a tax professional's journey. And what I learned, oh, did I lose? Are y'all still here on IG? Facebook is cool, but it's trying to tell me I got the service is poor. Okay, y'all got me? Put in the chat if y'all still with me, because I want to make sure y'all get this information. But anyway, and I know there's a delay, so just let me know in the chat if y'all here. Okay, great. But over my journey, I've learned that there's really 3 phases to a tax professional's journey. There's the start phase, there's the build phase, and then there's the scale phase. And so the start phase is truly the beginning of a tax professional's journey. That's you decided that you want to enter into the taxation industry, you want to prepare taxes, you want to get your feet wet and start. And basically you're ready to start, okay? The build phase is really the foundation work that's required for sustainability in your tax business, okay? And then the scale phase is like, okay, you started to make a little money, now you want your time back, okay? And that's really the transition from being self-employed or maybe having a tax business as your side hustle into actually being a business owner. Do not make the mistake that a lot of people make on Beyonce's internet, saying, using business owner and self-employment interchangeably. They are 2 different things completely, okay? Completely. So do not use them interchangeably because they do not mean the same thing. And so because I've realized that there were these 3 phases, levels of a tax professional's journey, that is how I've mimicked Tax Boss Academy. Okay, so Tax Boss Academy is split into 3 phases. If y'all can guess, the start, the build, and the scale. Okay, the start, the build, and the scale. And let me pull up because I really want to go into. the different modules of what you get when you join Tax Boss Academy, because it is open for enrollment right now. So when we're talking about the 3 phases, and if you click the link on my bio and you go to the Tax Boss Academy digital link, you can see all the modules. I literally have them listed. So that's literally where I'm looking at right now to show you all the modules. These are most of the modules. There are actually more. And I'm always adding to it. So there's that. But let's go ahead and get into what these modules are. So we have in the start phase. Again, the start phase is a tax professional's beginning part of their journey, right? But the start phase is actually a startup in any entrepreneur's journey, okay? It is literally the beginning building blocks of any person who wants to start a business. So in the start phase, we go over, creating your business entity, whether it's an LLC or partnership. We go over making sure that you have all of your paperwork is good. Okay. So it's very paperwork heavy, making sure that you are a business on paper, both legally, both in the state and federal wise. Okay. We go into making sure you have all of your tax preparation credentials that will allow you to be a legal tax professional, both again, federally and state. Most states align with federal regulation when it comes to being a legal tax professional, but some states have their own additional requirements, like California. Okay, California, everything that you have to be a legal tax professional in federal, IRS is federal. California says, but you also have to take a test, pass this test. Okay, you have to take and pass a comprehensive test in order for you to become a legal tax professional in the state of California. There are a few other states that have additional requirements for you too, but we make sure that you know that when you join Tax Boss Academy, because that is important. And we have people from all over the states who join Tax Boss Academy. Okay. And so the start phase is really to make sure you're a legal business, you are a legal tax preparer, but also that you have a plan. Okay, and that you build your business plan and that you do all the things in the beginning that any business does. These are the fundamentals of business. Okay, so before we even really get into anything tax related, we're making sure that you are legal. You are in position to play this game how they told us how to play this game. Okay, so let me tell y'all what the modules are in the start phase. So first, mindset, because everything starts with mindset when it comes to me. Like I said, when I was really training my people back in the day, they had all of the game. They had all the game. They still weren't performing. Why? Because their mindsets weren't there. That confidence wasn't there. And you need a strong mindset for two main reasons. One, to get through this course, because you're going to learn things that are going to topsy-turvy your whole mindset about how to approach this industry and what you've been doing, what you've been thought, what you shouldn't think, and what you should think, okay? And believe you me, if I can't say one thing, and I can say this confidently, because we've helped in the 3 years that we've been up, and we're just talking about Tax Boss Academy. I'm not even talking about the length of my coaching career, just with Tax Boss Academy and how we've touched people, about around 150 tax professionals. We have definitely elevated their mindsets. We've definitely helped them change their financial circumstances. But one thing all of them say is, wow, I've never thought about that. I've never considered that. I didn't know that. So everyone who's come in contact with the information that we are putting in Tax Boss Academy is learning something new at some point in time in some phase. So I need your mind strong to even be open enough to receive what you're learning and allow us to kind of help you with this mindset shift that you would need to really make all your dreams come true. Okay, so we start with mindset. The next, are you ready for the next level? Okay, because are you? Okay. Next, the mental shift. Then we get into intro to becoming a business owner. You know what? This is why I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. I'm like, why do I sound like hooked on phonics right now? Okay, so where are we? Intro to becoming a business owner. Okay, because like I said, being a business owner is definitely different from being self-employed. Okay, just because, like, don't get it twisted. Everybody want to be a boss, but no one's doing boss things because you're actually not a business owner. Okay, business structures, meaning LLC, C Corp, S Corp, partnership. Okay, that's what business structures are. Employer identification number, EIN. Okay, EINs to a company is what a social security number is to an individual. It identifies that particular business. Just like there are no alike social security numbers, there are no two alike EINs, because they identify companies, right? Business bank account. Intro to tax preparer credentials. IRS and tax preparer credentials are, again, all the legal things that you need to be a legal tax preparer. IRS e-file provider / EFIN, your electronic filing identification number. Okay. Tax certification options, the different options that you have that you can get, such as EA, the annual tax preparer that you can get every year. Okay, those different types of certification options and what best suits you. State requirements, Planning. Planning is a huge thing. You would be surprised how many people enter into this industry and don't plan. Okay? They plan to make a lot of money. That's very general and very vague. Okay? We really get into the nitty gritty of not only how to plan, but what are your plans? But then come up with executable tasks so you can get them done. Okay? Mission statement. Do not get me wrong. Mission statement, are you like, mission statement? Oh my gosh. Like, yes, mission statement. The days when you don't, look, motivation does not grow on trees. Okay? That's why discipline is so important. Okay? And so your mission statement really helps you on those days where you don't want to get out of bed, where you don't want to do all of the things. They really help you with, you know what, this is what we're going through. This is my statement. I can rally up my troops, aka my team, with this statement because here is where we are going. Okay? Mission statement is very underrated. We have a whole module on it. Financial goals. Okay? Financial goals. How much money do you want to make? Question mark. And a lot is not an amount. You cannot go to the ATM and withdraw a lot. You have to type in a number. So identify what that number is. How much do you want to make this upcoming tax season? How much do you want to make? Don't just say six figures. Six figures is between $100,000 and $999,999. Okay? Like, period. Like, that is six figures. But identify how much money you want to make. Why? Because when you identify the amount of money you want to make, and this is what we teach in Tax Boss Academy, then you can backwards design that thing. Meaning you can work backwards to figure out what the effort you need to have in order to reach that amount. If you don't know how much you want to make, then you don't even know how much effort you need to exert to get there. Okay? Love this. No one thinks of this when they start out. I know. That's why people who join Tax Boss Academy are so successful, because we plant. I'm a seed planter. I plant seeds. Now, when you water it and you till the soil and all of that, you know when it blossoms. But I plant seeds in people, and some people see blossoms quicker than others, and that's fine. But I'm not just getting y'all. That's why this is a school. This is a true academy. This isn't just, let me teach you tax preparation. You know, we have that, but it's the whole entire solution for you to actually take what we teach, and you can apply this to any other business, because these are basic business principles that we teach in Tax Boss Academy. Okay? That's why it's a whole trade school out here. That's why it's an academy. Okay? Because we teach you everything you need to know that you can get your tax business up, but you can apply these same principles to any other industry as well. Okay? So thank you for saying that. Let me say authentically me. I know that's right. You better just be authentically you, boo. Okay? And then business plan. Business plan. Why? Because it's needed. So I want to, because I heard what you thought when I said business plan. I heard what you thought when I'm keeping it though, right? But you're like, oh, business plan. Let me remove any barriers right now. When people typically think of a business plan, they think of this huge 30-page document with graphs and charts and blah, 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 right? However, and it can be that, especially if you want funding. If you want funding, you got to put a graph and a chart in there. I'm just saying, okay? Depending on what type of funding you want. But the business plan that we require in Tax Boss Academy is at least a minimum of a business outline. The point is to get you to think further than tomorrow. Okay? We know you want to make money. You wouldn't be in business if you didn't want to turn a profit. If you did, you would have a tax hobby and not a tax business. So boom, we know you want to turn a profit. That is not your business plan. Okay? your business plan is A, how are you going to do that? And add strategy to it, okay? Your business plan does pivot. It does change, but to have a vision of where you're going, on the path you're going to, that will alter and order your steps now so you can get to where you're trying to go, right? Say, for instance, for example, if you know you want a franchise, say, okay, you know what? I want a franchise. I want my tax business to be franchised. Well, if you know anything about franchises, you know that franchises work because they have impeccable systems and SOPs, okay? They work because they are turnkey, because they are tried and true. McDonald's is the most successful franchise, not because they have the best food, yuck, finger in mouth, throw up, yuck, right? However, their system works and it's easy. So if you want a franchise, you know that your SOPs have to be so tight that a 6th grader can, or even so let's say a 10-year-old can duplicate it. They can read your SOPs and be able to run a business. So that means now you're going to be working on your SOPs and your systems from day one because you know where you want to go. If you don't know that you want a franchise, or if you haven't identified that yet, you're going to waste a lot of time doing a whole bunch of other things that's not going to work for you because it's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's just one of many examples. Okay. So that is start phase. Build phase. Now, build phase is, I think it's people's favorite phase. Okay, it's people's favorite phase. Like when you think of starting a tax business, what we go over in build phase is what you think about. Okay, and I'm not going to say it's the most important. I think all of these are important, but it is the foundation you need to build your tax business on. You cannot scale a business if you haven't built a strong foundation. It's like trying to build a skyscraper off of this Georgia clay or off in mud. Okay, your skyscraper is not, you can't build it that big because it will crumble. You need a nice, strong concrete foundation, and that's what the build phase is for. It's really creating that foundation so when you are ready to scale, you can do so and your tax business won't come crumbling down, right? So let's get into it. Build phase. We talk marketing, baby. Marketing. We talk the triple M's. I teach what's called the triple M's, is market, message, and media in that order. Okay, so target market, your marketing message. We talk social media, of course. Why wouldn't we? We talk email and direct mail marketing, because don't sleep on direct mail. It still works for some. Okay, so we talk about that. We talk about branding and what branding really is. Branding is so much more than a logo and a color scheme. And if that's what you think branding is, then you just got your whole life just now, because that's not it. Pricing your services. I love that module. Pricing your services. You want to price your services in a way that's both competitive, but you want to price your services for profitability. Okay. Like I teach you exactly how you can, you do research, and then it's dependent upon a few things, right? It's dependent upon a few things, but we really help guide you on how to price your services. Then we get into customer service. Guys, customer service is so important. If everything else is equal, customer service is the differentiating factor. Period, point blank. Okay, customer service it is heavily goes into how you retain your clients. Everyone wants to talk about how to attract clients, right? And that's what marketing does, and we should do that. But very little people, actually, I never hear people talk. Now I do, but it was after I started talking about it. But that is another live. But anyway, people, you want to retain your clients too. You don't want them to be one-offs. You want people who are going to come to your tax office tax season after tax season after tax season. And then they tell their folks, oh, you need to go to ABC tax firm because she had me going. He had me going. Okay. They got me right over there. They treated me right. Even if you ask yourself, you pay a premium price for a better experience. Okay. You go, Chick-fil-A's food is not, well, I'm a pescatarian, so I don't even eat, meat anymore outside of seafood. But I used to eat Chick-fil-A, and it was okay. I mean, I can make a better chicken sandwich at the house, but okay. But it was the customer service. You go there, it's a requirement that they have to smile, that they have to be like that. It's not a requirement over there at McDonald's or Burger King. Them people upset that they got a job. I swear. What you want? You want extra 5? Like you want some sauce? Extra 10 cents? Okay. You get what I'm saying? But it is a requirement at Chick-fil-A. They have to smile. They have to greet you. They have to be on top of their customer service, and it shows with your clients, especially a tax prep business. Okay. People, like, this is what we do. We ask for people's intimate and intimate information, everything, everything that is very near and dear to them, for their identity, their banking information, their kids' information, their address, how much they make. We know everything about these people. It's just another day in the office to us. But some people have some real anxiety about filing their taxes, knowing that someone has all of this information on them. So you have to create an experience and a culture that is trustworthy, okay, where they feel like, okay, I can do this every year, but also that they will have an enjoyable experience. You want your clients to have an enjoyable experience every single tax season. Okay. And customer service is a huge part of that. Okay. Then we go into tax software. Okay. I teach you how to choose a good tax software the first time around. You don't want to get in a habit of always changing tax softwares, because you have to relearn the software, you have to reteach your staff, you have to performer over all of your old clientele, all the things, right? And it's just a big headache. Each tax software is not treated the same. And so I teach you how to really look and see and analyze which tax software fits your company, your vision, how you want to run your business. Just because I like a tax software and I get it for my business doesn't mean that it will work or is the best option for yours. Let me give y'all an example. So I love Drake. I've been using Drake since like 05, 06, 07, right? When the business started to really kick off and we had multiple locations in different states, Drake, they might have upped their game now, but back in the day, they did not have the capabilities to be able to handle multiple offices. And I couldn't look at all of my offices from like one central computer. I would have to log in. I would have to go to that actual site to see what that location was doing, right? But Crosslink is actually made for high volume tax firms with multiple locations. So they actually have it to where I could log in one time and I could see all of my locations in one area. And so even though I like Drake better as a tax prep solution, especially for business returns, Crosslink was the better business decision because it fit my business needs. So for a while I was using both, but then I eventually just end up dropping Drake and used Crosslink because that was what I was using for my business. Okay. So that's what I mean. Like, you might love and like your heart may be intertwined with a certain software, but if it doesn't fit your business, it doesn't fit. Okay. So now we go into the scale phase, guys. The scale phase. In the scale phase, like I said, when you're a tax preparer, when you first start, it's all about the money. Okay, it's all about the money. You're trying to get the money, get the bag. Once you have the money, you're like, you know what? I want my time back. I have the money now. I want my time. And this is what the scale phase does. It's the solution for those of you all who make the money, but now you want your time back. And we focus on 3 main things in the scale phase: building a team. Okay. Your systems and SOPs. Oh, did I just do that? Do y'all see that thumbs up? Did I swear, this new technology. Anyway, building a team, systems and SOPs, which is short for standard operating procedures. Okay. And then automating those SOPs. Okay. So those 3 things, building a team, systems, SOPs, and automation is what really creates someone that wants that time back, that wants their time back, that wants to scale their business, that really wants to become that business owner, to where they can take their hands off the wheel and not have to be so involved on the everyday daily task. Okay. So here are the modules for scale phase. Top reasons why tax pros struggle when hiring, because that's a thing. Types of preparers, types of tax preparers. Yes, there are different types of tax preparers. So when you say, I want to build a team, I need to hire some tax preparers, what kind of tax preparers? Okay. Look, being successful is all about intentionality and clarity. Clarity is like a superpower out here. And clarity is an unfair advantage that most people don't have. If you have clarity, you have an unfair advantage, because 90% of people don't have clarity. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what their purpose is. They don't know where they're going. They're trying to be like this person. They're trying to be like that person. They're trying to get the bag like this. They're trying to get the bag like that. But if you have clarity and you know exactly what you're doing, what you're looking for, why, then you're winning already. So yes, we go over the different types of tax preparers. Then we go into budgeting. Okay, budgeting. Do you have the money to hire these people? And not even do you have, so if you don't, then you need to start coming up with creative ways to pay them. It could be an eat what you kill situation, where if they don't prepare taxes, then they don't get paid. You get what I'm saying? People are okay with that if they know that in the beginning and you explain that to them. Okay. So budgeting for your business, but also budgeting for your team. Recruiting. There are so many things that you need to do before you even get to the recruiting phase of the hiring process. Before you put on social media or post to any type of job board that you're hiring, there are so many things as the CEO of your tax business that you need to do before we even get to recruiting. But when we get to recruiting, we have a module for you, okay? Then we move into systems and SOPs, of course. Tax client onboarding. Client onboarding is super important. What is the client's journey from when they first come in contact with your tax business, whether that's social media, whether that's your website, whether that's a live stream, whether that's social media, whether it's the grocery store. What is their journey through your company? Okay, that's client onboarding plus. You call it client onboarding plus client journey. Also team onboarding. When we're talking about hiring a team, what is their onboarding process? What paperwork do they need to file? Where do they go get it? What training do they have and when, and how do they go train? Are you training them all the time? Are you tied up with training your team the whole time? How do they learn about the culture and the expectations and all of that of your company? What is the onboarding process for your team? Okay, we iron that out. And then of course, getting paid, because y'all would be surprised about how many people you would think they know how to get paid, but they really don't. They don't have set things in place in order for their clients to pay them. Everyone isn't going to pay you via a bank product. And if they use a bank product and the bank isn't able to get their fees from this specific person, what is your recourse? How are you going to get paid by this person? Okay, so we talk about that in depth, of course. And of course, we have tax prep training. We have tax preparation training. Okay, so that's what makes up Tax Boss Academy. I'm always adding to it. And so when you join Tax Boss Academy, any modules that I add, any modules that we add, you have access to those modules. Okay, so once you're a member, you have access to all of those modules for sure. Now, we are in the process of switching platforms, which I am super excited about because, drumroll please, the new platform is available in the App Store, and if you have an Android, I don't know why, but whatever. If you have an Android, the Google Play Store, you can download the app. So now you can be functioning in the community because there's a community aspect to it. But you can also watch the trainings from anywhere. All you need is an internet connection. So if you're on vacation, if you're at work, if you're wherever and you have your smartphone, you can stay on target. You can watch the modules, you can listen to the modules, you can still be updated. You don't have to be at a computer to do so. You can do so from anywhere. And I think that's very exciting. I'm always creating ways to make sure that Tax Boss Academy is accessible and user friendly to everyone because it needs to be. I want to lower you all's barrier walls, okay, barriers of entry, and I want to make learning as simple as possible for you all, so you all can make sure that you understand that. Listen, you can tap in from anywhere. Okay, you can tap in from anywhere, and so that's Tax Boss Academy. Some people come in and graduate sooner than others. We have a good few people who have been with me since April of 2021 who are still in Tax Boss Academy, because what happens is the content will. You can't comment. Okay. I think I see your comment. It says anonymous on Facebook. So just write it again or private message me if it doesn't come up. Okay, sorry, I had a comment on the other stream. But people typically they're attracted to Tax Boss Academy because of the content, but the community is what keeps them. And so these people have been, I call them my A1s, the OGs, TBA OGs, and y'all will meet them because they'll be right in, Tax Boss Academy and the new platform now. And y'all can, the people, when you see my receipts and my testimonials, some people who gave me those testimonials are still in TBA because they believe in the community, because they understand how important it is to be a part of such a community that is forward progressive. And when I created Tax Boss Academy, that's part of the reason why I wanted to create something like this. In addition to just introducing a platform that teaches people how to properly start a tax business, because there's so much rigmarole in this industry. I wanted to create community, okay? I wanted to create community because as an entrepreneur, it can get lonely, okay? It can get lonely. You can't even talk to your best friend, your parents, your spouse, your kids, about certain things because they just don't know. They don't experience the same things you experience. They don't have those experiences. And it's no fault to them, but they can't see what's not there. So when you talk to them about your dreams and aspirations or whatnot, they can't see what's not there. And I think that's a superpower that us entrepreneurs have, is we have the ability to see things that aren't there. And when we talk to other people about it, it's like, I don't know, you sound crazy, you should get a job, right? But so I wanted to create a community where people didn't feel crazy. okay, where people in this industry can go and they can get that support that they need, both professionally and emotionally, where we can all kind of help each other get to where we're going. And so the community aspect of Tax Boss Academy is very important to me, and this new platform has a much better community aspect than the platforms I've used in the past. So I'm super excited about that as well, guys. And so that all has been what Tax Boss Academy has been. Now I've pivoted slightly and have created what is Tax Boss Academy Digital. Okay, it's almost like Tax Boss Academy 2.0, but it's called Tax Boss Academy Digital, and I'm super excited about it because it merges the existing Tax Boss Academy with digital marketing, right? And they've merged, and I've merged the two. It's on some real pioneering stuff I'm bringing to the taxation industry. Tax Boss Academy was already pioneering because it's a whole school, like legitly a whole school. But this Tax Boss Academy Digital is really, pivotal, and no one has done this. It's merged, again, my course that took me years to create and perfect, and merging that with digital marketing. And now what happens is you all can resell it. Okay, I've added MRR to it, which is master resale rights, and that gives you the right to resell Tax Boss Academy at 100% profit to you. Yes, that's what I've decided to do. And this particular solution answers the question that I have been racking my brain to figure out for the past 3 years. Because, of course, Tax Boss Academy, we get started April of every year. This year, we're launching in July, okay, July 8th, after the 4th of July holiday. We're launching in July 8th because we're switching over platforms or whatnot. However, the question the solution, the problem that I've been trying to solve for the past 3 years is, okay, I help people, create a tax business for tax season, and they need this time because my audience are typically parents and people with jobs. And those people already don't have too much time, okay, they don't have they need extra time. Okay. So I created a school to where you can still have time with your kids and your family. You can still go to work and you can be building your tax business at the same time and be ready for the upcoming tax season. That was always the consideration, but that's later money. I'm like, okay, great. But how can I get these people paid now? Okay, how can I get these people paid now? And now this is the solution. I can have y'all resell this course for 100% profit, meaning we don't have no splits. You sell it for at least $497, I would hope, and you keep it all. How does that happen? Because you will create your own store. They will be paying you directly. I won't even know, okay? We will teach you how to resell the course. All of those modules are coming in August 2024. So open enrollment is now. We are under pre-sale, okay? And I do have some pre-sale opportunities for you all. I have two. The first pre-sale is for the first 10 people. You get a 1 hour one-on-one coaching session with me, and you get 6 months free of the membership fees. So let's talk about and I'm actually answering some questions now. We can go ahead and go into the Q&A segment, so you can ask your questions now if you have them. But the cost is only $497. Only $497. Like, y'all don't understand how, that's another lie. $497, right? And then there's a monthly fee of only $47 per month. But for pre-sale, you get the monthly fee 6 months free. So 6 months you don't have the monthly fee, okay? And then it's only $497 entry fee, a one-time payment of $497, right? And so, like I said, the first pre-sale offer is the first 10 people. You have the free 6 months of the monthly fee, and then you have a one-on-one 1 hour coaching session with me, right? The rest of the people who get pre-sale, you only get the 6 months free, because I can only do like 10 one-on-ones, and I already have my existing one-on-ones, and I already still have existing Tax Boss Academy. So I don't want to overwhelm myself. I'm like, I can do it for 10 people, but that's about it. So I think last time we checked, we have a good half of them left. So I think we have 5 left of the 10. So it's still time. It's still, you can still get into it and get that 1 hour coaching session with me. My phone is on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know if anyone has purchased this. I've been on this live. I know today is payday, and I know a lot of people said they were going to come get it today, so we'll see. But you definitely can go ahead and get it. How much is the monthly fee? The monthly fee is $47 per month. And so what that means is, because Tax Boss Academy Digital does not launch until July 8th, that means August would be your first payment. So you would get August, September, October, November, December, January free. Your first monthly payment wouldn't be until February. So at that time, you can, just decide, okay, I got everything, I don't need it. Or you just start paying $47 a month beginning in February. So that's getting you to tax season. Okay. Also on Tax Boss Academy, we have weekly meetings every week on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our meetings where I am live and I am answering your questions, and I'm all over y'all like white on rice, okay? So again, every week, Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our weekly meetings. And so our first meeting will be July 9th, okay? July 9th, that Tuesday, July 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time will be our first meeting, okay? So go ahead and make sure that you put that, I was about to make a crazy analogy. I'll just hold that. Okay. Also, one thing, and again, if you all have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat on both platforms. But I really wanted to explain to y'all the genesis, if you will, of Tax Boss Academy and the metamorphosis into the Tax Boss Academy Digital now. Tax Boss Academy also, this is a question that people ask, does it teach me how to prepare taxes, or does it teach me how to run a tax business? And it's both, okay? Because it is a trade school, it has 2 paths. It has the career path, okay, which is everyone doesn't want to be a boss. Everyone don't want to be an entrepreneur and want the responsibility of owning their own business. Some people just want to learn a new skill set. And if that is you, you can. So you come in, you learn tax preparation, and we teach you how, what you need to be hireable out here for other people. And then if you're in the community, if you're in Tax Boss Academy, you might find somebody in the community who's hiring for tax professionals. Tax preparers. So boom, there's that. Okay. So it already has a built-in, hey, does anyone need any extra help? I'm learning on the same platform you're learning. So it's like already that familiarity that is, that will be there. So you can go on the career path, or you can go on the entrepreneurship path, which is basically what I just read to you all, the start, build, and scale phases with all of the modules and all of those things. Right. So, it's both. That's one question. Another question that I did write down some of the most asked questions, because a lot of y'all had a lot of the same type of questions. So I just jotted down a lot of the most, and I've already answered most of these. a lot of people just didn't understand the 100% profit situation. They're like, how can I resell this for 100% profit? And I'll merge that with another question was, do I have to resell the course? And no, you don't. You can get this course for selfish reasons only, so you can learn how to start or elevate your tax business and prepare for the upcoming tax season. And that's it. But if in the event that you want to create an additional stream of income, you can resell this course and get you some now money, okay? And we'll teach you how to do that. But basically, in a nutshell, we'll teach you how to create your own store. Like I use Stan Store. If you click the link in my bio, I use Stan Store. A lot of the digital marketing girls use Stan Store. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just use Stan Store and see what this is all about. And it's decent. I like it. Very user friendly. Like y'all are going to, it's real cool, right? So when you are marketing Tax Boss Academy, you can sell it to your team, you can sell it to your peers, you can sell it to people who you are going to train for. If you have a service bureau, you can add it to your packages to add that value in, so you don't have to train your team anymore. You can just send them up this way and we'll train them. There are a few ways you can do this or whatnot, but you don't have to. You don't have to at all. And when you set up your own store and you say, hey, it's $4.97 for this product, and we'll show you how to do that, they're paying you. They're not paying me. They're paying you. So you keep that money. So that's how the 100% profit works. Can you help with business tax? We do the tax preparation training that we have is individual tax. Okay, it is individual tax. However, my business partner does teach business tax. And so, for those of you all who wants to learn business tax preparation, you wouldn't come to Tax Boss Academy for that, but hit me offline and I have the perfect beeline for you all, because my business partner teaches business tax preparation. So, and when I say business tax, so let me make this clear. In Tax Boss Academy, we teach the individual tax preparation, which includes the Schedule C, okay, which are for single member LLCs and sole proprietors, okay? When we say business tax preparation, I mean 1120 C Corps, 1120 S Corps, 1065 partnerships, okay? Those are business returns that we're talking about, not Schedule C's, okay? That's up underneath the individual tax return umbrella, okay? So, good question. Is there a payment plan? Yes, there is a payment plan. I don't have it just broadcast on the, on the website, but if you need a payment plan, hit me up, DM me. I'm at Tatiani Favors on all of my platforms. So if you need a payment plan, hit me up. Keep in mind that if you are on a payment plan and you are one of the 10 people, you cannot get your one-on-one coaching session with me until you're paid in full. So I will say that, okay? But if you need a payment plan, hit me up and I'll send you the magic link. The magic link. It's just, we're going to call it the magic link. I think those were all of my questions, because I actually answered a lot of the questions when I was talking. Yeah, those are all of the most asked questions. Let me make sure I answered all of the questions here on this. Let me. Okay. All right. Do y'all have any other questions for me before I get up out of here? I know we've been, but I definitely wanted to make sure that you all had what you needed. Like I said, I'm going to save this live And just in case you couldn't watch it all, I know some people were on that had to hop off because they were like, look, my lunch break is over, and they'll watch it later. Send this to whoever you feel needs to see it and hear it. If you're interested in reselling the course, you can do so as soon as it actually opens, but you can DM me and I can, send you some magic, okay? Send you some magic. So if y'all don't have any questions for me, I'm going to be out. All right, Facebook, we're out of here. Peace out. And IG, I know there's usually a delay, so I'll wait a few seconds and I will be out as well. So if y'all don't have any questions, y'all have a safe weekend, a happy Friday, and DM me if you want me to answer any of your other questions. Peace.